There are things behind these doors, horrible things, unspeakable crimes against boats and marine equipment.
What makes them perhaps even more hideous is that they were committed by ordinary people, boaters just looking to have fun, until things went wrong.
Terribly wrong.
What you're about to witness is unsettling, perhaps even terrifying. But our goal is to show you the mistakes made by others so that future generations can avoid them. If you have young children at home, please send them outside into the sunshine.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Hey, oh, Jesus! Maybe you guys keep scaring me.
Hey, you want to see something really scary? Come on. This is what we call our trailer of horrors.
Wow, man, it's in pretty rough shape. Where do we start?
Let's start at the beginning. Believe it or not, Tom, this trailer was actually towed to our facility here.
Yeah, not exactly. I wouldn't imagine it's highway safe.
No, I'm sure the DOT would have a fun field day with this particular unit.
Well, let's pick it apart. What are some things that you see right off the bat?
We're missing a roller. There's no brake line. But the brakes are not working. It's actually split. I don't believe that's DOT approved. They're ready to shear off. There's something going on. There's no means of greasing. Very strange. Underinflated tires.
Yep.
Have no fender. I don't think it might. It's very rough. Tom, where's the trailer plate? So offset, ready to fall apart. What we do basically with a trailer inspection, Tom, is we check the coupler to make sure it latches and it works properly. This could certainly use a little bit of lubrication, but there again, it is latching and it is locking in. As we move back, this whole piece here is actually the brake actuator. And actually from a distance, I can tell that the brakes are not working on this trailer.
What's the dead giveaway?
Dead giveaway, Tom? There's no brake line on the back here.
Well, let's move back to this nightmare. What's happening here?
We have sort of a concocted means of securing the trailer, boat to the trailer. What we've got is a couple of come-alongs.
Two of them.
Two of them, because safety is of prime importance.
Right. Always have a backup.
Always have a backup plan. One of the things I really enjoy or like about this is the removable nail.
Yes, the removable nail. Very innovative.
I'm not really sure what it does, but it's there for a reason.
It's there.
We're missing a roller or a bumper pad up here.
Yeah, I see it's done a little damage to the bow. And how about this roller up here that looks like it could be replaced?
It absolutely could be replaced, Tom. And if you see on the back side, it's actually split.
Ah, no kidding. So another issue to be aware of. Let's keep going. What about the tape job here?
I don't believe that's DOT approved, but there again, what's interesting is brand new wiring that's external of the trailer. So that should lead us to a clue as we move down and see what type of trailer lights we have on this particular example. As we walk down the trailer, we're certainly looking at the fasteners, we're looking at the condition of the nuts and bolts. Take a look at the rollers and the attaching hardware, because all of these, as they age, they actually deteriorate.
And these rollers looks like they're cracked and deteriorated. They should probably all be replaced as well.
It needs a whole rehab.
And here's look at this, JB. What do we got here? Like these bolts are barely even on there. I mean, they're completely rusted.
They're ready to shear off. Can you imagine if the boat came on with any kind of a speed? It'll shear those bolts off. Did you notice the hold-down straps that we have here?
Oh yeah, what's that heavy fishing line? Monofilament.
I believe that's not factory standard equipment.
Yeah. And what's that do? It's just keeping the rollers from flopping over, but obviously that's a red flag too. Now here's a wiring splice job that's not exactly marine grade, is it?
That would be a tough one to say that it's waterproof.
Right. We got some wheel issues, I think. Probably safe to say.
Yeah, we are definitely on a roll here.
Yeah.
Are the tires the same? Are they trailer tires? There's actually a difference between passenger car tires and trailer tires. Trailer tires are actually designed to have a much stiffer sidewall, which will eliminate a lot of the swaying on the highways as you get up to highway speed.
And yeah, how about the bearing protection that we got there, or actually lack thereof?
Well, lack thereof. This is very interesting because this axle up here, we do in fact have the grease fitting for the bearing body assembly, which will allow us to inject grease into the hub without disassembly. As we go to the rear axle, it's just a steel cap. There's no means of greasing the bearings in this particular axle.
Oh, no kidding.
Very strange to see that.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the tire inflation, which is another thing you want to make sure you do before the season starts, right? Or before any long trip, you want to make sure you have the proper inflation in the tires, right?
Yes, that is correct. And what you should also do is look on the tire itself for the recommended tire pressure. A lot of our trailer tires are not the standard 32 pounds. So definitely look at that manufacturer of the tire and blow it up or bring it up to pressure. Underinflated tires are much worse than overinflated. So we do not want to run our tires low because it just causes so much more heat internally, and that's where we have tire blowouts.
Look at this. This U-bolt has completely sheared off.
What I guess I'm looking at is a custom job to keep all the loose parts from falling into the highway.
Yeah, I mean, here's something, that's right. I think that's what it is. This is just kind of, this plate here is just hanging on there with a bungee cord, and that's bungee corded in place. Oh boy, I wouldn't want to be driving behind this trailer as it's bombing down the highway. Okay.
I also mentioned that we have no fender.
Yeah, no, there doesn't seem to be a fender there. Yeah.
Tom, what's the trailer plate?
Oh, you know what, JB? Can't find one.
Can't find one. So I guess we don't have to worry about looking for the inspection sticker.
I guess not.
We have our custom tie down system.
Yeah.
There again, in the industry, we say if you can't tie a knot, tie a lot.
Right. Yep. And again, the rollers are in horrible shape. These I don't even know what these guys are doing. I can just wiggle them around.
Tom, we have a fender.
Hey, look at this.
Don't push it too hard.
That's right. That's right. At least on one side, right?
What I'd like to show you here, Tom, is one of the part of the inspection process is to see if the bearings are okay. And the only real way to do that is you have to jack the tire up and, quite simply, give the tire a roll. We're listening for what we call rolling thunder. So let's see how this tire is doing.
Okay, give it a whirl. Give it a spin. Sounds a little rough.
It's very rough. This is a rough sounding bearing. It sounds like rolling thunder. This particular trailer we totally rehabbed. What we have is brand new tires, new galvanized rim, and the new hubs, which are actually oil filled. You can see the oil level right here. These particular hubs we've been using for years now. They run much cooler and you don't have to grease them. You just do a visual inspection every time you go out boating just to make sure your oil level, is halfway in the window. Here's the hardware that we actually removed from this particular trailer as part of this trailer rehab. You can see the washers are totally deteriorated and there's not much life left on them. We also have the through bolts, the carriage bolts, where they're so eroded, one of them actually sheared off. And part of our roller assembly fell off into the road and it actually gouged the bottom of the boat. As part of this rehab, what we did is we replaced all of the attaching hardware with new locking pins, and this trailer is in great shape for the boating season.
Well, here's another trailer part that needs inspection too at the beginning of the season. It's the winch. A lot of people overlook this thing, but you got a grease fitting on this one that does take grease, right? So
you're absolutely correct, Tom.
Yep.
We happen to have a grease gun, but here at the shop, we chose the lazy way.
What's that?
We have the electric grease gun.
Oh my! Well, that'll certainly save you some wear and tear.
Hey, well, everybody knows we want to protect ourselves from grease gun elbow.
Makes sense. Pretty slick. No pun intended. Well, JB, we covered a lot of ground with trailers today, didn't we? There's a lot of moving parts to a trailer, and any one of them could mean a real problem, right?
Even the small little items can certainly ruin your fishing day.
Yeah, been there, done that. I'm Tom Richardson for Nuts and Boats. Thanks for watching. Hey, Bernie.
Hey, Bernie.